Okay, goodbye. I don't like people watching me. Am I blushing? I'm probably blushing. I'm also getting very hot in here. There's so much going on right now. Hey loves, it's Jess. So I felt like it had been a while since I've done like a makeup tutorial or like an updated everyday school makeup routine. So this is my actual everyday school makeup routine, so you can take inspiration from it or however you'd like, add your own spin on it, but this is just what I have been doing. First, the glasses must come off, and now I'm blind. And I'm gonna be using Graveyard Girl's lovely palette that she created with Tarte to see myself so that I can actually like do things with my face. Of course, my face is clean and I put on a moisturizer and all that jazz. Now I'm going to put on some face primer. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer in the color correcting like formula, so it's not just like the regular clear one. Yeah, I just usually take some of this and put that on my face. I will tell you, I have noticed this makes your makeup last so much longer. It is ridiculous. Every day that I would come home from school, I would have literally no makeup left on my face. Like there was nothing. And now when I come home from school, I'm actually like, dang, I still have, you know, a full face of foundation on. Even if it doesn't make my skin actually like more even, it definitely at least makes it last longer. Also, I don't know if you guys really noticed, there's not a whole lot of pink left in my hair. It's mostly just blonde now. Next, I always go in with some sort of foundation or even if like a concealer that I'm just using as a foundation. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation. I just put some of that on my hand, and then I am taking a beauty blender. This is new to my routine because I just got a beauty blender like a month ago. It's still a little bit damp from yesterday, so I'm just gonna use it like this, but I love this thing. If you're kind of like on the fence about like a beauty blender, definitely go for it because I honestly really love this thing. Oh wow, that's dripped all down my hand. Smart. So I usually just kind of like dab that in the places that I mostly need it, but starting this year I've basically just been doing like a full face of foundation essentially because like I just feel like my skin needs it and I need it. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of this foundation, mostly just because it's very cakey in my opinion. I don't know, maybe it's just my skin or maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm not using it right or something. I have no idea. And actually I thought using the beauty blender would take so much longer in the morning. It honestly doesn't. I don't really feel like it takes any more time than using my fingers or using a brush or anything like that. And then you always want to make sure you're blending down your neck if you don't know that. Then for concealer, I have been using the Tarte Maracuja. I say it wrong, I'm pretty sure, every time, but no one's ever corrected me. Creaseless concealer, and this makes all the difference. Like if you don't want to do like foundation on your face or like you feel like your skin tone is just like pretty even if it's not and you're just fine with your skin tone and you just rather have it be however you want, like that's totally great. But if you still want to do something, honestly, do concealer. Maybe it's just my face, but it changes the entire face. Like it just changes everything. Next for powder, I'm using the Remote Stay Matte powder. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I'm just using this powder brush from Beauty 360? I honestly have never read that before. And then obviously I just kind of like powder my whole face with that, and gotta make sure you go down the neck. I never really have a problem with being oily during school. Well, maybe a little bit on my forehead. It's probably because I have dry skin. Wouldn't that make sense? Maybe this powder's just really good though. So I used to not do this step because I have really naturally red rosy cheeks, but I think as I've gotten older, my red rosy cheeks have stopped being so red and rosy. So now I definitely always put blush on. This is the Stila Shimmer Duo in Kitten, and adds a little bit of shimmer to your cheeks, which is nice after you use like a matte powder. Yeah, so I just kind of put that on my cheeks and then I just kind of like run it almost where you would put bronzer. So like I run it up my temples, and I usually do like a little bit on my nose and my chin and like down my neck. Sometimes in the morning when it's so dark, I can't really tell how much I'm putting on though. Sometimes I don't know whether I'm still like a ghost when I go into school or whether I'm like a clown. It's one of the two. It's always one of the two. And this is the newest step to my everyday makeup routine, and that is doing my brows and not just brushing them out. This is the Anastasia. I don't know how to say it. I'm not an actual beauty guru. Dip Brow Pomade. This stuff is freaking so good. And then this is the brush that I use to fill in my brows. This is the It Cosmetics like little brow brush. First, I always brush them out because that's a step I've always done even when I don't actually do my brows. Oh wait, I can put on my glasses for this part. This is great. Boop. And we just take the pomade and I just do like a little like Sometimes I get a little too much and then I'll just use that on both my brows. And then I just kind of see wherever it's feeling a little bit sparse. Usually it's towards the tail end because you guys can probably see I have pretty thick brows. This helps just to make them look so much more defined. I thought I didn't need to do my brows for the longest time. Like when I would watch beauty gurus on YouTube and they'd be like, I always gotta do my brows. I was like, ha, I don't. I've realized it just makes all the difference. Even if you have super thick brows, it just fills in those little gaps. And then I always try and go back through and brush them again just to make them look a bit more natural. Now I gotta take the glasses off again because we are moving into eyes. This is my live or die by eyeliner. This is the Stila All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. If you say that you can't wear liquid eyeliner, try this freaking eyeliner. Yes, it's more on the pricey side. It's not as cheap as the drugstore brands. It dries so perfectly. The tip is the actual best. Everything about it is amazing and it stays on no problem. And this is even waterproof. This is the most success I've ever had with like a liquid eyeliner. And then sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, I will do like a little wing or something. Honestly, I'm also not very good at doing wings. I try and just do little baby ones. Eyeliner is just knowing when to quit. I'm not even gonna lie. Eyeliner is literally just knowing when like, oh, okay, that's about as good as that's gonna get. Those are totally uneven, but the great thing about wearing glasses is no one has to know. Okay, so now I just curl my eyelashes, which I usually do in like literally 2 seconds. Now I just do my mascara with the Their Real Benefit mascara. I don't know whether mine is just drying out or honestly I don't know if I just don't like it as much as other mascaras that I've had, but I'm not liking it all too much these days. So if you have any drugstore mascara recommendations or just I guess any mascara recommendations in general, let me know in the comments. And then lastly for lips, I just use a little baby like Tarte lipstick. This one is in Innocent and it just kind of is like a nudie pink. That's pretty much my everyday school makeup routine that I have been using for years now, and it's never failed me. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed or if it helped you at all. I really do hope that it did help. The only way that I learned how to do makeup at all was 1, through practice, and 2, through YouTube videos. And you can subscribe down below while you're there, and I will see you all next time. Bye! Dad is right below me. Don't look at me, Father. Don't do it. Something I don't like is always happening with my face, but that's okay. Let's laugh. Oh shoot, something just like died. But I am just a little insecure child. I can give you guys a closer look if I remember how to zoom on my camera. Wow, this looks like my senior pictures. What the heck?